suburbs in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone. Words support like bone. Dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out. Dreaming of mercy.
Abusive behavior in an intimate partner relationship, basically, which can include physical, emotional, sexual abuse. Usually 30 days or less, sometimes more, depends on their situation usually, but we are a crisis shelter, so it's not long-term shelter. Basically, we want to make sure that when they get in, they're safe, they're fed, and then we're going to meet the other needs that they have, like shelter, jobs, things like that. We're going to give them resources for that. United Way,
VOCA, that's the Victims of Crime. Who else gives us money?
lots of places. Donations,
Yeah.
a lot of donations. Yeah.
It'll vary
Yeah.
because when women come in and they have children, they get one whole room to themselves with their
Okay.
kids. So
We have a census of, I think it's 22?
yes,
20 to 22, but a lot of times there will be more children up there than there are women because of the amount of kids that they have and bring in with them.
I think the highest that's been on shelter was about 29, and that was with 16 kids. Was that right?
A lot, yeah.
I think that's what it was. I think if we weren't here, there would be a lot of women on the streets trying to get away with nowhere to go, because when you get to this point, family doesn't really want to help because they're afraid of getting hurt themselves, and they feel that the safest place to go would be somewhere else. We've recently started with human trafficking also, so that helps them to get out of their situations. And
But yeah, if we weren't here, there would be a lot of abuse.
Chaos.
I mean, there still is a lot of abuse whether we're here or not, but at least this gives them a place to feel safe and to have a case manager to give them resources and help them get back on their feet and find their independence and empower them and have that to be able to move on. I think majority of abusers are very insecure. They could have watched mom get beat up when they were kids, and that's just how they think relationships go. This is how I treat women.
I think it has a lot to do with it.
I think we should point
It's
out.
a pattern.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Domestic violence revolves around power and control. So,
I mean, there's generations of domestic violence. Like, we have some women who were in the shelter when they were kids with their moms, and now they're in the shelter with their kids. And, it's been in their lives. It definitely goes forward, because if that's what you see, that's what you know. So that's what's most familiar to you.
Talk to them about different reasons why, and then they kind of are like, okay, that makes sense why I stayed.
There are a lot of reasons why they don't leave. Financial, scared. I mean, abusers are threatening to kill them and their children if they leave when they find them, threatening to kill themselves. You won't want somebody to kill themselves over you leaving. You know, they love their abuser. There is that love in the relationship, whether we want to believe it or not. It's
The love,
there.
the commitment, it's still there. Just like any other relationship, it's not easy to leave any relationship, especially one where you've probably been isolated from your friends and family. You don't really have a support system to help you, so this is just the person that you continue to go back to. Even though you're being abused, you might know what to expect on a daily basis. You might know that cycle, okay, it's been a couple weeks since he beat me up or whatever. I can feel the tension building again, and probably something's going to happen soon. That's at least a pattern that sometimes they can anticipate happening, so that's more comfortable for them to actually leave that relationship and not know what that future looks like. So it's very complicated, lots of dynamics to it.
Oh yeah, they have a big old Thanksgiving Day spread, and then come Christmas time we do like a Santa secret shop for the kids, and they can shop for their moms, and we do like a little holiday party for them, and then we also do gifts for them in the shelter.
Just even
And
Halloween,
out in the community,
Halloween they came around to all the offices.
trick or treat.
So maybe they're not outside trick-or-treating at the houses, but they came to all the offices and we handed out candy here to them. So we try to make it, fun for them when they're in this situation too, and don't really understand it as much as their parents do. So they're just kind of at this place and just with mom, because that's what they know. So.
Yes. And we've also had some come back and volunteer because they've been able to get better from the situation and realize when they want to come back and volunteer their time. Or do nice things and donate gifts or whatever they want. On the crisis court, we had to relocate somebody to a hotel because her assailant found out she was here. So we relocated her to a hotel. He also went after her father. And so her and her kids were relocated for a while. We paid her hotel costs to keep her in a safe environment. And they had to take her food, like she wasn't allowed to leave the hotel. So we took everything to her. That would be my worst case.
One of them that always sticks out in my head is a lady who came into shelter trying to get away from her husband who was threatening to kill her and had been abusive to her. She came in with a couple kids, and her abuser, which was her husband, kept calling her cell phone. She was not answering her cell phone, so at one point he ended up calling her and saying that he was going to kill himself, and he ended up shooting himself and killing himself on her voicemail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we hear a lot of things. I just went to a hospital response a couple weeks ago where someone was raped by her brother. So a lot of things that we hear.